This is going to be my last operation.
What's up, drivers? Today we've got something a little bit different for you, because recently I watched a rather interesting episode of 24 Hours in Police Custody. So I'm actually going to take us through the most interesting bits of that now. As a quick side note, I will try and be much more accurate in the future, because in the last 3 Minute Thursdays, you guys loved pointing this one out to me. Yep, I f***ed it.
2 pallets of spider catchers, which seems a rather odd commodity.
What's happened is they've picked up a suspicious shipment coming in from Holland that contains spider catchers, and it just so happens that these spider catchers contain
heroin in. There appears to be 45 kilograms.
Yeah. So they let the shipment go to where it's going to be. They put a little tracking, I don't know what it is they actually put inside it, but they put some kind of tracking thing in it that has video and audio. Yeah, and they basically track it back to this farm and see who opens it. From looking at the audio and video, they get the clearance to go in and arrest them straight away.
Please stay where you are. Show me your fucking hands. Give me your hands here. Give me your hands.
They yank an Ankara phone out of one of the dude's pockets.
Yeah, luckily it's fucking unloaded.
What are the chances? And I've got to tell you, this is one of the luckiest police investigations I have ever seen. To figure out that a guy called Jaguar Palace, gotta admit, pretty fucking cool name, is the Kingpin, if you like, the guy in charge of it all.
Okay, is it a tracker? Get them all out and go put them in another car. Not one of our cars.
As you can see, clearly a very intelligent man, clearly done his homework, clearly knows how the police function. The fact that he pretty much hits the nail on the head, doesn't he? Where he's like, oh, check it properly, is there a tracker inside of it, make sure it's not put into one of our cars, like, ooh. The levels, man, the levels this is on.
It just locked, mate. Yeah, it was on a timer, it locked out. I got as much as I could.
What's the passcode for your phone, mate?
What's the password to your Ankara phone? Fuck me. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'll just give me and everyone else up, mate. Don't you even worry about it. Who's gonna say? Oh yeah, it's this, mate. I don't know, mate.
You don't know. Is there a fingerprint for it? Or a code that you draw?
There's a photo ID of someone in the red Fiesta called Robert Brooks.
2 more pallets destined for Little Samuel's farm are located in Holland.
And they've sent us this as well.
Well, they got the Encro thing as well.
Yeah.
So not only in England have some police looked out and found an unlocked Ankara phone, but in Holland the same thing happens. Are these guys actually trying to get caught?
So we need to make sure with CPS that we're at a point that we're all comfortable, we've got enough evidence to lock them up properly the first time we arrest them.
Right, really off topic here, but does anyone else think that this guy really looks like Fenners from Soccer AM?
Ursu continued to monitor Robert Brooks for signs of criminal activity.
Right, they've seen him walking into a CEX. That right there's criminal activity. I think this guy knows that everything's gone to shit, basically. He knows that these guys have been arrested. He knows the shipment's fucked. So he makes a very, very bold move and goes to hand himself in and basically make himself look as innocent and unconnected to the crime as possible. Big brain move, considering how stupid this guy is in the grand scheme of things.
Officers download a Dashcam that was seized from his car during the search of Happy Days campers, his front business.
Now, who here thinks that SD card is going to be regularly wiped?
Starting normal recording.
Brooks.
Ooh. And let's just take into consideration here that this Dashcam is a black view. As far as I'm aware, they are pretty much the pinnacle of Dashcam. They're like pretty much the best money can buy. Do correct me if I'm wrong, there's probably more expensive ones. Just watch how much the police cream over this footage.
It's like our own personal CCTV camera, isn't it? With his picture in the dash for us as well. Yeah. Why has he left this camera on? I just don't get it. How stupid is he?
Pretty stupid.
He's recorded it for us on HD. It's unbelievable, with the pallets just there.
Are you a police inspector? Are you struggling to prove who the kingpin of a drugs empire is? Well, lucky for you, there's Blackview. where you can capture their crimes on camera in full HD at the expense of their own stupidity. Blackview. Hashtag not actually sponsored. Hashtag please get in touch with me, Blackview, I need money. So at this point, up until they discover the Blackview inside his Fiesta, as far as they're aware, Robert Brooks is just kind of like a name of interest, if you like. So yeah, there it is, right there. The date that the drugs were delivered is on the dashcam. How beautifully in place can this possibly get for the police?
Straight in there and yeah, shutters are down.
They've kind of got him at this point. However, they can't yet prove what's in the Audi. So that's the next step. They need to figure out what's in the Audi. Is it actually connected to the crime? Like, are they actually just doing it under Robert Brooks' nose? They don't know that yet. They can assume heavily in one direction or the other, but the way the court will see it is just hard facts, hard evidence. They now have all this info on Stephen Capp, who was a complete ghost in this investigation until Robert Brooks' dashcam recorded him coming into the garage.
The surveillance teams following Stephen Capp track him to a holiday home park near Hull.
Ooh, a holiday home park near Hull. Do you reckon that's where Lee and Jenny live? So they follow him for a little bit and they figure out his regular route patterns.
On Tuesdays, he seems to make a regular trip down the M1 into London. So I made the decision to deploy the team.
You got him?
Yeah.
Big one. And if I was you, big boy.
So when I saw that this programme came to Hull, I just couldn't help myself than do a little police work of my own. So I figured out from this sign that this is Eastmount Centre, found this, and then searched a little bit harder in this little bit of footage, and I seen Kingston. So then from there, I look roughly in the direction from the left of Eastmount Recreation Centre, and boom. And I would argue that that's where the chap walks past, isn't it? So yeah, Homicide Police hit me up because I am currently unemployed. So here we go. Here's the juicy bit. Here's where they decide to go in for the tea pack, and it's pretty ruthless. This.
Open the door! Open the door! Open the fucking door! Open the door now! Open the fucking door!
Can you imagine having your windows caved in around you by loads of police?
Poke job. Big time.
You see, I'm wondering if he's saying he's fucked up because of what he's done, or if he's fucked up because he's been caught. If it's the second one, then mate, don't blame yourself. This is all Robert Brooks' fault. His stupid Blackview.
Police begin the forensic search of Stephen Capp's car.
Yeah, so clearly Stephen Capp's a man of peak physical health, relentless in cigarettes. It's a nice diet, that. So yeah, not in the boot, not under the tyre. I'm sure some of you would have suggested that, but it seems that that's one of the first places the police look, so if I'm ever smuggling drugs, I definitely won't hide them there.
No obvious way to put these seats down.
Yeah, I couldn't work it out either.
Have you figured it out yet? If anyone actually owns a Volkswagen Passat,
Is it that? What's
are
that?
the seats actually that much of a pain? Because these officers are really having a hard time getting them down.
That's built. There's wood in there, look. There's
Yeah, put a false back in it.
false back, yeah. Complete professional hide, isn't it?
So at this point, yeah, they are wiping sweat from their foreheads going, oh my god, thank fuck. So they've gone and arrested Robert Brooks, and I've got to say the police, considering the magnitude of this guy's crimes, the police are very, very kind to him here, let's put it that way. They let him gather himself, they don't just kind of push his face into the floor and handcuff him. They give him time to get his stuff together, kiss his wife goodbye, and hang on, I need to fix this. Let me just... I'm sorry.
Why is there cocaine in the car you're driving?
No comment.
Alright, now the whole no comment thing, I'm assuming that's a very well-known thing to basically avoid getting yourself in more shit than necessary and not snitching on anyone so you don't get shanked up in prison. Literally every single question. These guys are ironclad. Like, they answer it, no comment, but the police do... You can see they've really put them under some pressure in these interviews.
You were stopped yesterday in a Passat. We also know that you have an Audi A5.
Doubt. Neither Robert Brooks or Stephen Capp know that the other's been arrested at this point. Just look at how close they come to seeing each other in the police station. It's remarkable. Feet between them. Feet.
So either that's your phone, or you have a mate that's...
What an ironic tattoo that is.
Your dash cam in your Fiesta has stuff on it.
Doubt.
No comment.
But anyway, the last thing I wanted to talk about with this true crime documentary is I wanted to show you the difference between their final phone calls as free men.
It was one thing, not something.
Bear in mind, there's like police all around him working while this is going on. That must be a real kind of moment for those guys. Listen to this one.
It should be law, shouldn't it, that you get your birthday off? Yeah, I know, it's ridiculous, isn't it?
So you hear that little giggle from the female officer in the corner there. Yeah, that smile soon wiped off her face.
I'm at work and my phone's in my locker, so I've just used somebody else's. I've used the office phone. Okay.
Oof. Like, I can see why he did that, because he wants to at least spare his son, you know, the pain of his dad being put away for life on his birthday. So he just kind of asks him, "Oh, you've been playing FIFA? You all right, mate?" And well, I think honestly, Robert Brooks just wanted one last normal conversation with his son, as is quite evident from when he gets back to his cell.
Right, love you. Right, bye.
Yeah, it must have a huge effect on people's families. If that individual, like the dad of your family, is going to go to prison for 10 or 15 years.
Stephen Capp was obviously found to be quite high up. Yeah, he gets 9 years, 6 months. Wozniak, he gets 6 years and 3 months. I think he was just kind of like a guy who helped out in the warehouse, store the drugs, put it in different cars, stuff like that. Richard Campbell's the one doing all the communicating with Jaguar Palace in the third, isn't he? So yeah, he's a very significant role. 13 years, 6 months for that dude. And finally our guy, Jaguar Palace. Still fucking awesome. Awesome username. Yeah, this is a heavy one. 21 years. Deservedly so. He's lived his fucking life as far as I'm concerned, spending tens of millions on holidays to Spain and God knows where. Yeah, he's lived his life. He can rot in prison for the rest of it. And it seems the court feels a very similar way about it. But I hope you enjoyed today's video. Very, very different from the usual content. I really hope Channel 4 don't absolutely nuke me for this, but I'm trying to be as careful as I can with it. And yeah, if you like this video, give it a like. Give me a sub, click that notification bell, and we'll have another chinwag really soon. Peace!